Welcome to Demystifying Disabilities. Today we are talking with Sarah from Kenya, who is living with autism. I'm really looking forward to this conversation because usually when it comes to autism, we have people who talk for people with autism. We hardly hear people with autism talk about their own experiences. So I'm really excited to hear what Sarah has to say about living with autism, especially in Africa. Uh, so Sarah, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for agreeing to be part of this show.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for having me.
It's my pleasure. So tell me about yourself. At what age were you diagnosed with autism?
Okay, the age where I was diagnosed, I was pretty young. I think I was in grade 1. That was when I was diagnosed with autism.
What?
But the signs came.
Go ahead.
Huh? Sorry.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm
Go ahead.
saying the signs came about early in grade 8. Grade 8. Yeah.
What made them? What symptoms did you exhibit that made them realize you were autistic?
The symptoms was poor, like slow. I was a slow learner. I had a difficulty with reading and writing in grade 8. This is, I think I was 12 years old. I couldn't read well. I couldn't write well. So that was like a barrier of this lack of understanding things. Yeah.
But autism is more of a social disorder, right? Rather than an intellectual one.
It's both. It's both ways. It's both ways because you can have the learning disability and also have the social. Okay, I can't say disorder, but social. You're not social. Yeah,
Okay, antisocial.
kinda. Yeah, like antisocial or like you appear weird socially to others. Yeah.
And I'm sure others appear weird socially to you.
Yeah. Yeah, yes, I can say that I get that a lot. But through awareness, it's not like, Africa, not so many people understand people living with disabilities, be it neurodevelopmental etc, like autism, cerebral palsy, dyslexia, and yeah, more of like the other disabilities.
So I've always been curious. How do you guys view some of us? I mean, those of us without autism. How do you with autism view us? Are we too sociable? Are we because the same way where we may see you guys as being not like us, you also see us as being not like you. So how do you see us? What is your perception of those of us without autism?
Okay, autism is a wide spectrum, and just like anybody else who's non-autistic, who doesn't have any special needs, for me, I can talk personally and say I don't judge. I'm not a person that doesn't judge any person, so that's me. Um, you can have there's some people living with autism who they lack empathy. The ones who the ones that lack empathy, the others who are really sensitive, the others who, it's like different personalities, basically. I would say we're really different and unique differently.
So you,
Yeah.
so what is your unique? I mean, where do you fall on the spectrum?
Me, I'm more empathetic. I have empathy.
Okay.
Um, I'm more of like, really, if you talk to me and you have a problem, I'd listen and understand. I see people beyond their flaws, basically. Yeah, I'm the type of person living with autism that has empathy. Yeah.
And so but but what other traits do you have that that make you different from other people without autism?
Okay, my traits as an autistic person, I'm very hyperactive sometimes. I get really hyper. It's like I get really high when I get.
Sarah, please hold on 1 minute. I have to change my internet connectivity. You're breaking up. So hold on 1 minute.
Oh,
Okay, so you were saying that you're hyperactive, and what else?
um, apart from hyperactivity, um, sometimes sometimes it's difficult to express myself. Um, uh, that's one of them. I mean, that's a second trait I have. I'm very anxious. I get anxious but sometimes um, I have meltdowns. At times I really get meltdowns.
Okay.
But it depends on the situation, though.
So how do you manage it? How do you manage the various the meltdown, the hyperactivity, and all those things? What are your coping mechanisms?
Um, I cope. How do I? You said how do I cope with my traits?
Yeah. So how do you manage the meltdowns? What do you do when you feel a meltdown is coming? What do you do to make sure that it doesn't come? What are your coping mechanisms that you use?
Well, I listen to music a lot. I listen to music, and I also draw. Um, I've always been like um, an artist
Okay.
from when I was primary. So I think that's what has helped me cope. And also talking to someone, obviously, like a friend, or if you have like a therapist,
Mm-hmm.
uh, that's the one that makes me help cope with whatever that happens.
What kind of music do you listen to? What kind of music do you like?
I listen to Afrobeat because I'm African.
Okay.
A lot of R&B as well, but I don't have like a favorite. So I listen to any type of music as long as it's good.
And it calms you down?
Yes, it does. It does. It does. It does.
I have I mean music is actually very calming, so I'm not surprised that it calms you down. Now how about the meltdowns? What triggers the meltdowns? I mean, what is it when you find yourself in a certain situation, or a reaction to a certain, I don't know, what triggers the meltdowns?
Mm. When I feel like I have a meltdown coming, I either talk to like people at home because I live with my parents and my grandmother, so I tend to talk to people to just distract myself. I watch a movie. Precisely, I watch comedies to make me laugh. So that's one of the things that helps me cope with meltdowns.
But do you know what causes the meltdown to come? Or you haven't been able to identify what causes the meltdown to come?
Yes. Mostly when I can't really achieve something, like I want to do it, but there's this thing that's really stopping you to do it, and you don't know what is making you stop. So you end up having meltdowns and frustrations.
Mm. I can relate to that because sometimes you want to do something by your because of your disability, you're restricted. Your body is not allowing you to do what you want to do. Talk about with disabilities, we all have those frustrations, right? But I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes we also have our version of meltdown. So don't feel as if there's something wrong with you or anything like that. Even people without disabilities also have meltdown, depending on the situation that they find themselves in. But so what do you do? You said you are an autism advocate. How do you do the
Yeah.
advocacy? What exactly do you do in terms of advocacy?
Uh, okay. I represent two foundations here in Kenya. Um, the foundations are called Ready Aiders in partnership with Sepa for Autism. Now, these are like two foundations that are merged together. So that times I even confused myself. Like, no, I feel like they're one and the same, but they're two totally different foundations, and they're based here in Kenya. So okay, yeah, both of them are based in Kenya, but one is founded by a parent who has a child living with autism, and she lives in the States. So yeah, but it's managed in Kenya. It's managed both. Actually, it's managed both here and the States. Yeah.
And do you enjoy what you do?
Huh?
Do you enjoy your work? Do you enjoy your advocacy? Do you enjoy what you do?
I I do a lot, and it's like it's a huge breakthrough because before, like, my title is Light of Autism Kenya, which is like I won my title through a pageant, and it was like a by the way. It was a by the way, like, I wasn't expecting to actually push myself to go through it, because before I went for that pageant, I was going through depression,
So
and
so
the
so so
depression
you're a
set
beauty
in.
queen. I thought you
Huh?
were very pretty. I thought you're a beauty queen.
Yes, I am. Yes, I
Congratulations. What year did you win Miss Autism Kenya? What year?
Light of Autism Kenya. I won it last year around April. April is the month of
Oh,
um the month of autism awareness.
yeah. So so apart from from working with the foundation, what else do you do? I mean, do you have any other activities that keep you occupied? Or did you go to university?
Yes, I did. In fact, like okay, after Corona happened, schools were closed. Everyone is like at home now. Um, but I've been really like I think I have a new hobby of some sort. But I'm a student who is, I think, practicing programming. I'm a aspiring programmer.
How, how are you managing with Corona? Because Corona is not easy for some of us. I mean, I don't know about you, but I find it difficult. I mean, with the COVID, the lockdown, the wearing of masks, the social distancing, all those things. It's a bit difficult for me. What is your experience like with COVID?
As in, like, it's really difficult. It is very difficult. But I think the first few months was really, 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 really difficult. But now, I think we're a little bit adjusted to the changes, and we just have nothing to do but wait. But also, if you have like projects, like I'm an advocate and I represent like foundations, so I'm actually working more on like raising awareness on autism than anything else, but also not forgetting that I had a career. I was going to finish school and have a career, so I'm also practicing a little bit of like school, yeah, a little bit of online programming classes.
So what are you studying now? What are you studying in school?
Okay, since school closed and the program that I was doing, most of us, okay, I think it's because of the type of level of autism that I have. Some of my classmates, I don't think would have adjusted to the online classes. So you can't be alone or like a few people to get online classes.
Okay. So what subject are you learning in school?
Okay, it was like that particular program was kind of like a wide ICT package
Okay.
of like there's there's graphic design, there's a basic computer learning, and there's programming. Uh, yeah,
But you said you are an artist, right?
yeah.
What kind of art do you do? Do you do abstract? Do you do what? Do you do watercolors? Do you do oil paint? What kind of art do you do?
I do abstract because I love something out of the box, like not
Yeah.
normal stuff, portrait, like landscape. I just love something that's just, I love stuff that is imaginative. Yeah. But it also has a deepness to it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what medium do you use? Do you use oil paint or watercolors or charcoal? I know what do you use to create your art?
I, I use color pencils and
Okay.
oil pastels.
So
Yeah.
can you show us something you have done?
Oh my gosh, because my sketch pad is so far from like where I am.
I will pause it for you to go a minute. So let me just pause it.
So this is basically like a drawing of like a bag.
Okay. What?
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
huh?
What were you thinking about when?
Can you see it clearly?
Yeah. I can see it clearly. So, what were you thinking about when you drew this? It's actually a very good likeness of a bag. Were you thinking about bags and things when you drew it?
Yeah, I was thinking about like I love nature, and I love okay, I don't love all types of bugs, but I love like beetles. It's interesting.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so do you also draw flowers and plants and trees, or you just draw bugs?
It depends. It depends on my mood. It depends. It totally depends on my mood. So
Mm.
yes, I can draw landscapes, and I love the ocean. So I loved. I could draw a boat sailing on the ocean.
Mm. What do you wish people knew about autism that that they don't know? If you had the opportunity to talk to people who don't know anything about autism, what would you say to them to educate them?
But I would like to like um I'd like to teach them more because I don't think autism is looked at as like a curse or someone who has been bewitched, especially in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
They think the mentality is like, oh, they like when like let's say some parents go uh, up country meaning the village, and they're not knowledgeable about the condition, so they kind of see this child has some type of craziness. And now being in Africa, we tend to say that we are either bewitched or this child needs prayers, that whatever is disturbing the child will go. Um, that's what I want to stop. In I want to help eradicate that mentality of people living with disabilities who are bewitched. Yeah. Um, I think that's the mentality we have as Africans. Not so many Africans can like think that, but most are like, oh, this child is crazy. Your child is crazy. He's your child is too hyperactive. Um, then the stigma goes until like it goes towards the parents as well, and they get really depressed. They're like, oh my gosh, why is my child not normal? It affects both the child and the parent. So yeah, I want to, like, if you're talking to me and this is a person living with autism, yeah, I went through therapy, and with good early intervention, you can, like, the person living with any disability can be any person they want to be, regardless of what they have. We're just created differently. Yeah, that's what I want to show others.
And you're doing a good job with that. Congratulations, keep it up. Because you're you're showing a different face of autism in Africa, and a lot of people would be surprised to see somebody with autism talking and having a conversation because of the misconception of autism. As I said, a lot of people do not know much about it, or as you rightly said, most people think that it's something spiritual and it was caused by a witch in a village or something like that. But hopefully, as people like you come out and talk about it a bit more, we'll create awareness, and gradually that misconception would go away. It may not go away during our generation, but then hopefully in the next generation, it will go away, because by then people will be more educated about some of these conditions. And we can, and that is why I do what I do, and that's why you also do what you do. Because I'm sure you're also a shy person, and you probably do not like talking in public and all those things. But because you want to raise awareness, you are willing to do those things. Am I right?
Yeah, it's very true. Cause okay, I'm a little bit outspoken, but I know most of my friends who are also living with the same condition are a little bit conservative, or because of like anxiety levels, they can't do it. So you do it because you're doing for that person and you really understand what they're going through because you've passed through it yourself. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, Sarah, is there anything else that you like to talk about? I mean, is there anything else that I've left out in terms of our conversation?
No, unless you have, if you think you've left something, I haven't.
So, what would you like to tell parents or children with autism? Because there are lots of them who have children with autism, and they don't know what to do. They are giving up hope and everything. So what would you like to tell parents of children with autism?
Well, what I'd like to tell them is that never give up, because trust me, early interventions and with the right people supporting you, because support, let me tell you, support is the biggest thing a person living with any disability, that is like the most important thing they need in their lives. Because um yes, I might have mine and it is mild, but I still have autism, and I still need that support that is able to push me to that level of like showing a difference in society. Why not also? Because in my country, in Kenya, we have like a page on Facebook, and it's full of parents living with uh, children that have autism, and it's a huge community, and every parent comes and talks about their grievances, and of course the therapists and parents who have like resources of where the child maybe progressed through therapies, and they're posted on that group. And I think that's like life changing, especially now uh, in the situation worldwide, and there's corona, the corona, the COVID-19. Um, Social media, especially Facebook, has really helped people, because okay, now online it's free, you can get like recommendations of where your child should or where the parent should seek assistance, and that assistance is now can really help the child. But now it's difficult right now, because um, with us people living with autism, especially children, you need a one-on-one interaction to actually have like the whole therapy going, because the one-on-one interaction is really good for a person living with autism. Now the consistency now isn't there because of the situation of corona, and that's really sad. So yeah, I would like to tell people that just have patience. Don't give up, because God is always there. And with all our worries, I'm very sure God somehow will bring a way, Yeah.
I agree. I agree. I always believe that when God takes something away from us, He replaces it with something even better. We have to find out what it is He has replaced it with. And, and you are doing
Mm.
such a marvelous job with what you are doing. So keep it up. And thank you so much for being on this show. I'm sure some of the parents would want to reach out to you. So when I finish recording this thing, I will upload it on Friday, and we'll take then if some of the parents want to reach out to you, please enter your questions in the comment section of the post, and I'm sure Sarah will be happy to respond to them. Sarah, thank you so much again, and have a lovely evening.
Thank you so much. You too. And I'm so glad I had this talk with you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.